Hello guys, welcome to oddsmarket.com. The Champions League Week 5 fixtures is upon us, starts tomorrow. Takes place Tuesday 22nd, Wednesday 23rd. Stuart from tipsterhq.com is here now to give us his value bets there across the 2 days. Stuart, thanks for being here.
Hey Natalie, welcome. Good to be here.
All right, Stuart. So let's start with Tuesday's matches. How many value bets have you got?
Very few number, actually. Only 2 for Tuesday, but I've got a few more for Wednesday.
Have you that's interesting because I found that Wednesdays were a lot tougher to predict than Tuesday's matches because a lot of Wednesday's fixtures, there's a few teams actually that have already qualified and then they're playing against a team who have absolutely no chance in qualifying. So very interested to hear your thoughts here. Let's start then with Tuesday. What's your first match?
Okay. Well, both of mine are in the CSK Moscow, Bayer Leverkusen, AS Monaco, and Tottenham Hotspur group. So, first one is CSK Moscow against Bayer Leverkusen. And I'm going for the away win on this one. Just looking at the numbers, there seems to be a fair amount of value in this. I can see right now you can get around, let me just quickly, 2.1 with Bet365 seems to be about the best odds you can get. And I think that's still well within the value range.
Yeah, that's right. Leverkusen obviously playing to win Group E. Tottenham hot on their heels there. I like the over 2.5 goals, 1.97 bet. The reverse obviously saw a high-scoring 2-2 draw. Obviously, one of sort of the common consensus, though, is Moscow is a hard place to go and play at. Very cold. Do you think Bayer Leverkusen will still manage that win?
Well, Germany's been a little bit cold itself at times, so you know they know how to play in the cold weather.
Certainly isn't Costa Rica.
Well, that's true. Tottenham went there, they got a result, and Tottenham has struggled at times during this campaign. Bayer Leverkusen also beat Tottenham, so I think Bayer Leverkusen can go there and get a result. So, you know, although this is a value selection, I definitely think it's got a good chance of winning as well.
All right. Not surprised, actually, now you've chosen Monaco versus Tottenham, but dying to hear what you're going for here. Go on.
Well, trust me, there's no bias in this one at all, but I am going for a Tottenham Hotspur win because that's where the value is.
Yeah. Well, there's value and I don't know. I think, right, I've got the odds here, 2.5 Monaco, Tottenham about 2.9, draw 3.4, all those odds with Pinnacle, powered by Pinnacle here. Must win for Spurs, their third, 4 points, just 2 matches left. So I understand it's a must win. But the reverse match saw Monaco win 2-1. Do you think Tottenham will be out for revenge in this match?
Well, I think the weekend result against West Ham will help. You know, these value bets can be a bit tricky to get your head around sometimes. It's not so much about winning, it's about winning enough of the value bets to actually make it worthwhile in the long run. And this one, even as a Spurs fan, I think it's going to be a bit difficult for Tottenham to win. They've still got some players out injured. They've got some players coming back as well, but they're not full complement yet. And Monaco, they've shown this season they're a good side. Obviously, playing in their home stadium, it's a bit different because there is no atmosphere. I was there last season when Spurs played them in the Europa League. No atmosphere whatsoever, and it can be pretty disheartening at times, certainly for the players, I should think.
Yeah, all right. Well, I think it's going to be a tough feat. Monaco, top of the group, 8 points, undefeated so far, but that could all change. So Spurs to win. All right, moving over to Wednesday's matches. Which matches have you got your eye on?
I've got my eye on 4, and they're all favourites, and some of them are really strong favourites, so it might be a bit unusual for me. But the first one is FK Rostov against Bayern Munich.
Okay, go on.
I'm with Bayern Munich, 1.28. Now, I know that's really, really low odds, but my system tells me that anything above 1.19 is worth it. So there's a little bit of value in that. Not huge, and I think Bayern Munich have already qualified. Not 100% sure on that, but I think they've already qualified. But, you know, this one's going to probably be about pride because they lost at the weekend, and they want to get back in that winning feeling.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 9 points, they are through. It's a tough one to predict because obviously Rostov are out. It's been played at Rostov. The reverse saw 5-0 to Bayern Munich at home. And this is why I find, because I just don't know what team will show up. Will a team come out and give it all they've got for their last sort of Champions League match in front of their fans? Or are they disheartened and have already bowed out and have given up? I was wondering whether to take a stab at both teams to score 2.25. I think they will want to give something to their fans on their final sort of Champions League or one of their final their home Champions League match there. Both teams to score 2.25. Is that something you would take a gamble on?
Probably not.
Okay.
I'm not sure that Rostov have got the players to actually worry Bayern Munich that much. Also, I'm not 100% sure about this, but I've got a feeling Rostov are coming to the end of their season, and it's probably been a long, hard season for them as well. So if that's the case, they may just be glad to get this one out of the way and go home.
All right. Well, Bayern Munich have scored 11, conceded 4. Rostov have conceded 10. Over 2.5 goals, in my opinion, have got a smidge of value as well, 1.65.
Yeah, probably a smidge of value in that one. You might even want to go Bayern Munich minus 2.5 because they are very, very strong favourites, and the system says that they cover the spread. So why not go for that?
All right. What's the next match?
Again, another very low odds one, but not quite as low. Atletico Madrid against PSV Eindhoven. I'm backing Atletico Madrid. Now, my system says there is a massive amount of value in this one. 1.33 I got. Let me just see what's available right now. Again, 1.33, 5 dimes. So I think those are pretty good odds.
Yeah, totally. And do you know what? There's also value there to play on the Asian handicap line as well. 1.94. PSV are out. They haven't won a match. 1 draw, 3 losses. Atletico Madrid at home there. I think they should be able to cover that handicap. Also possible win to 0. 1.92. They've conceded just a single goal, have Atletico Madrid, and on their turf, I think it's going to be very hard for PSV to score.
Yeah, absolutely. I think PSV are done for the season in terms of Europe.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, third match.
Celtic versus Barcelona. How's that grab you? I'm on Barcelona, as I'm sure people have worked out by now. All favourites in this one. Barcelona 1.3. My system says anything above 1.17 is value. So if that's correct, that's very, very nice. Celtic, at the moment, you can get that. Let's say Ladbrokes 1.3. Yeah. So you can also Pinnacle 1.29 and the same odds for 5 dimes. So, that's pretty good going. Decent amount of value. The only thing that slightly worries me is that the Barcelona players will not just be going out and battling the Celtic players. There's also that Celtic Park atmosphere, which is famous and well-deserved for its fame.
Yeah. Well, obviously, Barcelona drew to Malaga over the weekend, but Lionel Messi and Luis Suarez were out. Do you know if they are playing in this match?
I believe one of them might make it, but maybe not both. I watched the end part of that Malaga match, and Barcelona were all over them. And if it hadn't been for Kameni, they could have won that one really quite easily. Yeah.
Well, the reverse saw 7-0 to Barcelona at home. I totally agree with you that Barcelona has tremendous value at that 1.3. So much so that, if you look then to the Asian handicap line, obviously that transpires over to that. Barcelona minus 1.5, 1.81 Bet Victor. They are in top spot, but Man City are just 2 points behind them. This is a must-win for Barcelona, and I think with goals. I like that bet, Barcelona minus 1.5.
Yeah, I think it's the fact that they're battling out for top spot, which really makes this a very good one, because that top spot could be really useful in the next round.
Yeah, exactly. All right, fourth and final.
Okay, so Borussia, a German team, otherwise known as Borussia Mönchengladbach against Manchester City, and I'm going for Manchester City. Fairly decent amount of value in this one, maybe not as much as in previous ones, but anything above 1.67 should be good for you. And right now you can get 1.85 with William Hill, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I'm exactly going the reverse, obviously 4-0 to Man City at home. Yes, they're on the road, but like we were just mentioning there, they are battling. They're playing for top spot there with Barcelona. This is a crucial match for them. Man City win. I found 1.8, so shop around for your odds there. Lesson learned. What do you say, 1.85?
1.85 right now on William Hill, so that's pretty good going. 1.8 is still very good. As I said, anything above 1.67, do not dip below that.
Yeah, not bad at all. All right, fantastic stuff. That's Stuart from tipsterhq.com. Head on over to Odds Markets, who has actually written an article for us detailing more his best value plays. You guys might want to check that out. Link is in the description. Stuart, thanks for joining us.